to share with all the people that helped build the company, I actually said this will be the #1 company in the world. The Y4C2Ts was the first time in my life that I'd seen a company actually express their value system and what they believed in on paper.
We are no longer outsourcing to third-party companies. World-class technology companies don't rent their vision, they own it. The only company on the planet that cares more about your success is only Keller Williams.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Isn't that a nice video? Don't you feel good about this company already? Great. So let's keep it moving. So every company has a mission, right? Ours is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. So I love our mission statement. It tends to grow over time. Our belief system, speaking of things that have grown, ever since Mega Camp, we've actually expanded on our belief system. But this was pretty much, it came to be back when Gary Keller and Joe Williams were expanding all through Texas in the early 80s. Some offices were thriving, some offices started closing, right? The ones that stayed around, Gary was asking those agents, what is it about this opportunity that's so important to you? Why are you still here? And this is what they came up with. We call it the Y4C2Ts, right? This is our belief system. Normally, every office has this belief system somewhere in plain sight in their office. So I guess my first pop quiz question for you is, have you seen where we have this in our office at all? For those of you that have been here? Has anyone seen it anywhere? It's on a wall, huh?
No, I haven't seen it in there.
No? So when you go to the front desk and you see Robert at the front, if you look to the right of where he's sitting, then you'll see it right on the wall. We have it all up and down the wall. So we call it the Y4C2Ts, but it's just expanded. We've added an E to our Y4C2Ts, E for equity, because we want to make sure everyone has the best chance possible to succeed here, right? But the Y4C2Ts is pretty awesome. So some of my favorites are the win-win or no deal. So if you're doing a transaction with an agent, or if you're having dealings with someone that you care about, if it's not a win-win, maybe you shouldn't move forward with that. So win-win or no deal, that one is crucial. My other favorite of these is the communication one. Seek first to understand. We're in the day and age where a lot of people love to send text messages and emails, things that don't have any sense of tonality. So you're gonna read that based on how you're feeling at the moment. So it might always be a good idea to seek first to understand, maybe have a conversation, see what they meant behind what you're reading in that moment. So these are just some of the things that I really appreciate about this company. You can tell that we're a different breed. Learning on your own terms. So you have so many options of how you can learn on your own terms and become the best agent you can be whenever you're ready to. So I wanted to show you a few instances of how you can do that. And if you can't see my screen for some reason, please let me know. But so far, I think we're good. So if you go to our MyKW website, mykw.kw.com. For those of you that already have access, that have already joined Keller Williams, you have the ability to do this. So you would go to mykw.kw.com, and then you log in with your username and password that was given to you. From there, once you're logged in, if you click on education towards the top left of the screen, then you're going to go right into KW Connect, which is a platform dedicated to teaching you whatever it is you're interested in, right? So right on our homepage, you have Keller Williams University. We talk about Ignite. We have instructor-led courses. We have business planning clinics, all kinds of materials that'll help you to become a better agent. And if you don't see what you're looking for on the homepage, there's a search icon. So if you press search, you can type in whatever it is you're interested in. Maybe you want to become a great listing agent. So you type in the word listing or listings, and then the search results are broken down by the type. So whether you wanted all types or just videos, maybe you want documents, whatever it is, our best and brightest are contributing here on KW Connect. So this is something you should definitely take heed and look at. In addition to that, ever since March, we switched all of our classes to virtual. So a lot of you have probably been on our morning Crush It calls that we do every morning, but we have a whole schedule of classes that we do every day. So if you look at our Zoom training calendar, then you'll see the classes that we have going on, right? We normally post like a week of classes at a time on this Google document, and we can get this over to you. It's normally in our leadership's email signatures, link to get there. I know Carlos has it on his, I have it on my email signature. It'll say link to our online training calendar. But you see, we normally have pretty much robust days here at the office. And if you miss a live class, you weren't able to make it to the Zoom link, then we have a YouTube page for you to see all of our training as well. So if you were to go to youtube.com and search for KW Stanford and Ridgefield TV, you'll see the correct one that has the red circle and the white letters, and then you can see our most recent training that we have recorded. You can either check out the video section, or I think it's even better to check out the playlist because we have it even organized for you, right? So whether you want Crush It calls or maybe some wealth building classes, classes that are specifically for your business or specifically for command, we have it all for you. So you can learn as much as you want here. Any questions on anything so far? You guys are a good bunch. You guys are just absorbing everything like sponges. I like that. Awesome. If you needed to unmute yourself, just hold down the space bar and you should be able to. You can also type in the chat box. I plan to look there every so often. Anyway. So moving right along, coaching. Wouldn't you agree that people that have coaches perform better than those who don't? Sometimes you need someone to push you to get through that glass ceiling that you may have been facing. So there are typically 3 types of coachings here at Keller Williams. There's mastery coaching. Let's say you're a mega agent, you've been selling 50 homes a year, and you've just struggled to get past 50 homes. Maybe you want to sign up for a one-on-one coaching directly from Keller Williams. That's a part of mastery coaching. You can do that. Group coaching is something that's happened in offices as well. Normally you'd be put into a group based on what kind of production you've done. So if you haven't sold 10 homes yet, you'd be in a different group than people that have sold 60 homes in a year. It's just another layer of accountability. But the main coaching that we've been promoting and having a lot of success with is productivity coaching. So Jennifer Henry, AKA Jen Hen, she's our beloved productivity coach. And she was the first agent that was signed up for our office here in Stanford. So she's seen everything you can see in real estate. She knows everything. She can guide you like a GPS whenever you're having challenges with a deal. And her only goal is to help you cap and earn at 100%. So you can become the best agent you can be and maximize your profits. So everyone, we recommend you to sit down with Jen and have the initial one-on-one to let her tell you what the program is about. So you can either decide you're ready to join and take your business to the next level, or if ever you know anyone that's looking to come join Keller Williams, at least you can have them be with a mentor. So you definitely want to reach out to Jen for productivity coaching. And we'll talk more about that. For those of you that I haven't had come into the office for our in-person onboarding, we want to make sure we do that. I know Nicole and Connie, we've already done that. But a lot of you newer faces, we'll get together and do that as well. So we'll talk about that more in depth. But you see Jen is asking that question. Have you seen my 7 onboarding videos in the private Facebook group? So how many of you have already joined our private Facebook group? Seth is in there, good.
Not yet.
Okay. So those of you that haven't, you can just search for KW right on Facebook. And of course, there's more than one with the same name. So that's a little confusing. But if you go to Facebook, okay, Facebook, okay, I didn't ask about any of this. So on the left side, you'll see that there's a Keller Williams Prestige Properties. Come on. So it's the one that has the red KW letters and it says private group. That's the one you want to join. So once you join that group, why did Facebook have to change the way it looked right today? Okay, so if you go to that group and click on files, then you'll be able to see those 7 onboarding videos we're talking about. So Jen gives you videos, and they're only like 5 minutes a piece, but she talks about the MLS, she talks about lock boxes and Supra, the purchase agreement, rental process, transaction process, I've got a listing, now what, and technology. So you want to make sure you go through all these videos just so you're not confused. Also on this page, hey, Kristen's going to join. That's great. Also on this page, you'll see that you can order a sign. So we have a company we work with called Post and Panel 360. They're super easy to work with. So when you've got your listing at 123 Main Street and you want to get a sign in the ground, you just reach out to Post and Panel, and we have the instructions with this video how to do it on your phone or how to do it on a website. They'll put that post in the ground, there'll be a KW panel, and then below that, your phone number will be there as well once you get your first listing. Once you've reached out to Robert, he'll order you sign writers. So they're super easy to work with. Wow, our page is blowing up. That's great. We'll accept you guys later on. Ignite. Who among you have taken Ignite so far? Anybody? Nicole, good job. Robbie, you took Ignite? That's awesome.
Yeah, they let me sit in on a couple of the sessions, so just to, I don't know, they would be nice, I guess, because I didn't have my license yet.
That's fine. What did you think?
I thought it was great. Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I thought Rick was a fantastic instructor. Yeah, it was great.
Guys, I got to co-sign what Robbie said. Rick is the most non-boring teacher I've ever met in my life. This guy can make a 2-hour class go by like it's 30 minutes, right? He's got a lot of energy. He tells his stories in a way that makes you remember him, and the information is always spot on. So Ignite is typically 12 classes, normally 3 times a week, all available on Zoom. And agents who take Ignite are 138% more likely to have transactions than non-Ignite agents. Because Rick's going to show you how to not have any orphans in your business, how to make sure that the 20% of your effort is going to get you the 80% of your results, how to structure your day. It's super important material, no matter if you're a brand new agent or if you're someone who's had experience and transferred over to us. You definitely want to take Ignite. We've got people that have taken it 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Yana's probably taken it about 9 times if I had to guess. So it's a great class for you to take. And I don't have the date for when the next live session is going to be around. My guess is in October, but if you don't want to wait for that, remember the YouTube page I showed you. Go to the YouTube page and click on playlists, and we have Ignite in a playlist, so you can get a head start. Maybe you do that and then do the live session, just so you know exactly what you need to do. You do a fraction of the stuff he's talking about there, you're going to make more money than you know what to do with. All right, moving right along to our beautiful Stanford Market Center office basics, right? So these are the Kellerisms. This is some of the jargon that's unique to Keller Williams that you may not have heard of in other places. So a market center is an office like this, a staffed office, normally a lot of agents running in and out, doing whatever they need to do. The TL, that's our team leader. That's Steve Scott. You all know Steve, I'm sure. He's probably the main reason that you decided to come over to Keller Williams after hearing what he talks about, right? This guy, he's awesome. So he's your go-to person as far as the main day-to-day stuff is concerned. The ATL is the assistant team leader. That's Carlos Martinez. I'm sure some of you have had the pleasure of meeting Carlos as well. So together, Carlos and Steve, they're here to help you grow your passive income, right? Because the way I see it, there's at least 3 ways to make money here, right? You can do any of your personal sales. You can refer business to anybody, anywhere in the country. And you can bring people on to Keller Williams, and when they close a piece of business, the company's going to pay them, but they're also going to pay you. So I would maximize all those ways of making money. So whenever you think of someone who you think is a great fit for this company, introduce them to Steve or Carlos right away. They'll take care of the rest for you. The OP and the broker is the same person in our office. That's Rick Scott. He's also our director of education. So if you haven't had the chance to meet Rick, just plug into more of our classes. Plug into our 9 o'clock Crush It calls in the morning. You normally see Rick right there giving you some nuggets of wisdom to get you through that day. So Rick is awesome. He's normally the one you're going to reach out to if you need a broker's signature on any document. If you're having a challenge with another firm or another agent at some other firm, maybe Rick will need to step in for that as well. So Rick wears many hats here. The ALC, that's our Agent Leadership Council. This is a group comprised of some of our top earners in the company, and they make a lot of the important decisions in the office. So it's not just like the team leader and the broker are making all the decisions in the office. You have a whole group of people that are involved in those decisions. And when you see an ALC meeting on our calendar, you might not be able to vote or make any decisions yet, but you can at least listen and see what's going on. And hopefully next year you can be on the ALC if you so choose to. So the MCA is our Market Center Administrator, Market Center Angel when you catch her at the right time. So she's the one who's going to be in charge of getting you paid, making sure that our office is in the right place financially. She handles all the money. She's the CFO. And times when you can't get her, the AMCA is a great person to talk to. Sam, who you met this morning. Sam is awesome at what he does, and he and Lisa work hand in hand to make sure that our office is profitable. Transmittal is a period that happens at the beginning of every month, and it normally lasts a few days. It seems really annoying. I would not like to do transmittal at all. Lisa has to crunch a lot of numbers to make sure we're in proper financial setting with our international office in Austin. So during that time of the month, you'll see a sign on her door. It's a glass door, so you can see her in there, but there's going to be a sign on the door that says, unless the building is on fire, don't disturb this person right now. So during those times, that's a great time to reach out to Sam. It's not that Lisa doesn't want to talk to you, she just can't. She's really focused on the job at hand. But if you see her in the hallway, you can jump on her back. She's fair game, okay? Supplies. You all get supplies working with Keller Williams. I don't know if you know this or not. So business cards, we can provide you with up to a $75 credit towards your first set of business cards. And you can get your cards from anywhere you want to get them from. So I know Jen Hen, our productivity coach, she likes moo.com, moo like a cow. Scott LeRoy works with a company called Brandco. There's a bunch of companies out there. We even have an agent in our office named Norberto. Norberto has his own printing company, so he's been helping people with business cards as well. For me, my favorite business card site is kwprinters.com. It's super easy to work with. You can customize the front of the card, the back of the card. You can make it glossy, a non-glossy, rounded corners or standard corners. And they have so many templates for you to choose from already. So this is what my card looks like, right? Look at that. You can put your face on the card if you want to, because Keller Williams lets you brand yourself, which is awesome. And you put in the promo code Adonis, you save $10 on your order. So, I mean, what's not to love? Like, these companies are really great. They don't even give me the $10. So, like, it's all for you. After you get your business cards, though, get that receipt over to Sam and Lisa so they can give you a credit on your monthly $25 a month tech fee. Any questions on anything so far? You guys are good. Like, no detention for any of you. You guys are doing great. So, signs and writers. Like I was touching on earlier, Robert, the man at the front desk, he helps you with getting your sign writers. So once you get your first listing, you just want to let Robert know, and then he'll reach out to our sign company and order you two branded writers. So you'll have that post in the ground, you'll have the Keller Williams panel, and right below that, it'll say Robbie Boza with your phone number, so people can call you directly. So that's pretty awesome. You also can get a name badge working with Keller Williams. If you wanted to wear a name badge, just reach out to Robert at the front desk. He'll let you know what kind of designs we have, and they're magnetic. They're not going to puncture your clothes. You'll see in the office, no one's wearing name badges every day, but maybe you're at an event where you want to be very clear who the best realtor in the room is. So you'll have your little Maria King name badge, and everybody knows that that's probably an awesome person, right? Email addresses. You also get an email address working with Keller Williams. It's whatever you want that's not taken at kw.com, right? Scott LeRoy is going to help you to pick out your email address, and it works just like Gmail. So if you're familiar with that, then you're familiar with how this is going to work. It's just another address for you to have. So before we move forward, I see that we have another guest speaker. I told you we were going to have guest speakers today. So today I brought the president of Westport Mortgage with us. She's a longtime partner of Keller Williams, the first mortgage partner that Keller Williams has partnered with in this office. And she's a wealth of knowledge. She always says she doesn't expect you guys to know everything about mortgage, just like she doesn't know everything about real estate, but your clients will be in good hands with her. Karen Mulry.
Thank you very much, Adonis. How nice of you. It's so nice to meet all of you. I also want you to meet Nancy Morgan. She and I work together, and we're your go-tos in the Stamford office for any type of mortgage or financing help that you might need. Nancy, say hi.
Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you all. Happy to be here.
If you have any questions or concerns about a client or a listing or a buyer or somebody who wants to refinance or anything about financing, whether it's our deal or not, we are happy to help you. That's what we're here for. We are your partners. So if you didn't have a team before today, you now have one with Nancy and I. We are a mortgage broker. So we work with about 30 different lenders, regionally and nationally. There's something practically for everyone. We have your basic 30-year fixed rates, 15, 20-year fixed, adjustable rate mortgages, interest only, renovation loans, VA, FHA, USDA. Am I missing anything, Nance?
Investment. I think, did you say investment?
Yeah, we do investment and primary residences. Anything 1 to 4 family is what we do. Condos, co-ops. So anything that you might need. We encourage all of you to call, have your client call us to get a mortgage approval before you take them out to see a home, so that you know that they're looking in the right price range and you're not wasting your time and theirs. We like for shopping for a home to be a really positive, fun experience. And we always believe that when you don't have to worry about price and you're only looking at homes in your price range, that it makes the experience less stressful and fun. And you're all about fun. And Nancy and I try to be about fun, although we are a lot about paperwork and income and savings and credit, and making sure that your clients are picture perfect to the lender once the file or the loan goes through to them. Anybody have any questions? Okay, well, if you do have any questions, Nancy, put your name and email address and phone number into the chat box, and feel free to reach out to us, because we'd like to have somebody else to talk to besides us. It's only a few of us in our office right now. So we are both looking forward to being back in Stamford really soon.
Sorry to interrupt. I actually do have a question. Do you have a pre-approval link that you can provide agents with, or is it just a matter of contacting you via email to begin the process and intro?
You can text or email either of us, or call us, and then we will connect with your client, answer their questions. I mean, we do like to chat with them because, especially for first-time buyers, they really don't know what to expect. And we will send out a share file where they can securely send in their income and savings, so that, we don't have to worry about email or, their sensitive information being jeopardized. But, call us anytime. We work weekends too.
In addition, we also do have, am I on mute? No.
No, you're good.
Okay. Nope. Okay. So in addition, though, to what Karen just said, we do have an interactive application link that we do send to borrowers, along with the share file link, so that they can, fill it out. But it's always good to kind of find out a little bit about what their motivation is, kind of what they're maybe afraid to ask or don't really want to share. 'Cause, it's personal information. But they do need to talk to us, and they do. So I think that's good to do.
Okay, great. Yeah, in the past, especially with working with larger brokers or lenders like a Chase or something, usually it's just one link, and you don't really have any direct contact with that individual until they actually receive your documents. So it's nice to know that it's definitely a more personalized introduction and experience. So thank you.
It is, and it's also very high tech if that's what they're looking for. I mean, we have all the technology to get their approval online and to, obtain their income and assets, but we like to add the personal touch just like you do. We're just, the other half of you.
Right. And then all the documents for mortgages with, when they're in the process is e-sign. So we don't meet people like we used to either. So that's why we do want to come to the office, but everything is high tech. So.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Westport Mortgage Superstars.
Thank you. Nice to meet you all.
Bye, everybody. Good luck.
Yes, and call us.
Thank you. All
Bye.
right, we're going to keep going now. So floor time exists as well. Some of you are probably familiar with floor time. This is the opportunity for you to get any of the new leads that come into KW. You would be at the front desk with Robert, and Robert will assign you to one of the shifts. We've got 9 to 12, 12 to 3, or 3 to 6, right? So it'll get you on the calendar. We just ask that you've at least started Ignite or productivity coaching, just so you know what to say when a call comes in. So just know that this is another opportunity for you to get new leads. All right, there's also conference rooms. We have 4 conference rooms in the office. If you're looking at the front desk where Robert sits, we've got one large one to the right. One large one to the left if you're looking at his desk, and one large to the right and 2 small to the right. So you can use these conference rooms to deal with clients. During these times, we want you to use the larger conference rooms if you're dealing with clients, so the appropriate amount of distance is there and everyone has their masks on. And just know that you can reserve those conference rooms by using the tablets on the outside of the door, or you can call Robert and he can reserve those for you. They all have computers and big screen TVs in there, so you can use those as well. And just leave the room tidy like it was before you got there. And if it wasn't tidy before you got there, make it tidier so the next person that comes in doesn't have to experience that. Okay? So now we're talking about printers. There are 2 printers in the office. There are 2.5 printers in the office. You've got the front printer, which is the one closest to the kitchen, and then you've got the back printer. That's the one closest to the training room. The front printer can just do slightly more than the back printer because that one can fax. Who's sending faxes in 2020? Robbie, my man. Nope. Okay, so you can send a fax if you need to. It's always 9 and then 1 to dial out. If you're standing in front of the printers, you can sign in using the last 4 of your social, so you can fax or send an email or make a black and white or a color copy. So just know that you have that ability. And then you want to log off when you're done so no one uses your account by accident. If you don't log off, it'll log you off in about 1.5 minutes anyway. So you get unlimited black and white at the office, but you only get 200 color copies per month. Anything additional to that is 10 cents billable to you. You can also use the computers that we have. Normally we have 8 computers in the Success Lounge, the area right outside of the kitchen. Right now we have 4 for the appropriate amount of spacing. So you would sign into those computers with your Repert credentials. Here's where it may start to get a little confusing, so let me know if it does. When you're logging into those computers, you're going to be using your Repert Factor information. So you'd press Control-Alt-Delete, and then you're gonna be prompted to put in a username and a password. Your username is always gonna be the first initial of your first name, and then your full last name, no numbers after that. And then the password will be whatever Robert makes your password. So please talk to the man at the front desk. We used to have 4-digit passwords, but our virtual IT company, Repert Factor, they just got a little more secure. So now they have to be 7-digit passwords. I'm not 100% sure what he's doing with that yet. He'll be on in a few if you want to ask him. So that's just to log on to the computer, so the computer recognizes that this is Ted printing right now. This is Ted surfing the internet as opposed to Mohammed, for example. So that's how you get into those computers, and they all have Word and everything on them. They're already connected to the printers. And if you're inactive for more than 20 minutes, you'll get logged off no matter what you were doing. So make sure that you save your documents, email stuff to yourself if you need to. Any questions about that? Comments, concerns? All right. So then we also have 2 Wi-Fis in the office. So anyone can connect to the public Wi-Fi, which is called Public KW Stanford or something like that. Right? You can connect to that with your clients if they just wanted to surf the internet, right? We also have the KW public network. Sorry, we have the KW private Stanford network as well. So you can only connect to that once RepRefactor recognizes that this is a KW agent who's trying to connect to it as opposed to a guest. So in order to do that, you're gonna make sure that you've scheduled your appointment with RepRefactor, our IT company. You would call them and tell them that, for instance, this is Maria and I'm looking to get my computer set up so I can print in the office. This is only gonna be necessary if you're thinking of coming into the office regularly. Because if not, remember, you can use those computers in the Success Lounge. But if you wanted to use your own laptop, you just want to make sure that Repert recognizes that this is the computer of an agent. They'll agree with you on a time and day. You bring your device into the office and they'll take over your computer remotely and install the drivers and make sure you can print. And then you're all good. And if you have an iPhone, you might want to get your iPhone all set up on Repert as well. Or else when you connect to the public Wi-Fi, you might not get your most updated email. So just know that that's an option for you. Any questions on that? Most of you guys have Androids, that's cool. So office safety. Office safety, of course, is super important. Staff is only here Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. So after that, you want to make sure you have your key on you. And if you're coming into the office at an hour where most people aren't here, the only door you have to lock is the front door. It's the glass door. And the lock is all the way at the bottom, so you got to get real low to lock that door. The rest of the doors, they lock as soon as you close them. So if you haven't received your key to the building yet, Robert can help you with that as well. Robert works with our building to get a custom set of credentials to each agent. This way, I don't know if Ted, if your lights are on or something in the car, the building will know whose car this is registered to, so we can get you to turn your lights off and not have a dead car when you come outside. But whenever you're coming into the office after 6 or on weekends, make sure you have your keys with you. Because like I said, staff is not here, so we don't really know what goes on. We can't guarantee that the office is open or not if you wanted to come in to do something. So bring your own credentials. But the credentials you get, you'll get a key to our office doors, you'll get a parking permit, and you also get a fob to get into the building after hours or if you park on the lower level. And downstairs, when you first walk into the building, when you walk in the daytime, you normally see Carl from the morning until 4 o'clock. And then from 4 to 8, you'll see Angel. On weekends, one of them is only there until 4 o'clock. So if you're meeting on somebody Saturday after 4 or Sunday at all, you want to make sure you practice realtor safety. You can have some kind of a buddy system with somebody, especially if this is someone you've never met before. Just practice realtor safety, of course. We have a strange profession. We tend to meet people at strange, secluded destinations with no one else there. So, practice realtor safety. Scott LeRoy Marketing. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Scott LeRoy Marketing, here we go. So Scott LeRoy Marketing is one of your best friends here in the office. He's not physically here in the office, but virtually you're always able to reach out to Scott LeRoy and his extensive team. You send them an email, they respond in 5 minutes. They're really awesome. They're here to help you out with everything on your KW platform. If you have a challenge with Command or the My KW site or KW email, anything Keller Williams platform related, they're normally able to solve your problem really quickly. When you come into the office and we do our in-person setup, we'll get you to do your Scott LeRoy Marketing questionnaire so you can get set up on the back end on a lot of important systems. So additionally, Apply Connect is a service you can use. If you're going to be helping rental clients, you might want to use Apply Connect. So this is the platform we use whenever you want to help somebody to get their credit report. You have to get your account set up one time. It doesn't cost you any money. You just have to follow the 10 steps that I give you in that handout. When I invited you to orientation, you'll see the Word document handout. You have to pass a quiz on yourself to prove you actually are Nicole. It's really strange. But once you pass the little quiz, then you have a link that you can share with your clients and they can pull their own credit report. So everyone's in compliance. Toolkit CMA. Have any of you ever used Toolkit CMA before? If not, just know it's pretty awesome. It's connected right to the Smart MLS. And this is something that you can use to create for sale by owner presentations, expired listing presentations, pre-sale package, everything like that. And it's all connected to the MLS. So if we do a class on Toolkit CMA, I suggest you attend that just so you can learn how it works. All right, so now we get into the technology section of our class today. This is a tech age, so a lot of our stuff has to go hand in hand with technology. You either have to adapt to it or get left behind, as some would say. So Command is our platform that lets you do everything you need to do in this business, right? So Command is really awesome. If you haven't started playing with it, we want you to start learning how to use it every day. So a lot of us in the morning, we do that 9 o'clock crush it call where we get a funny video, we get a mortgage update, maybe an agent spotlight, and then we get right into our 66-day command challenge where Marty Miller, one of our top agents, not from our office, but just from Keller Williams, he shows you how to use a different aspect of Command. So it's really awesome. So here's a video that shows you the bigness of this platform that we have.
Companies are nothing more than people. People create everything inside an organization. And what's going to make us better in the long term is the way that our people think. Our goal is to tap the way people think and put it to use for everybody.
Keller Williams is going to listen to what their agents want for tech.
To break and rebuild the entire command system, which is what we call the lab process.
Saying, okay, tell us what works, tell us what doesn't.
There were a lot of, can we do this, can we do that? The answer is always going to be yes.
I feel like I designed it.
I really want to show you some updates and products, mostly command.
Our agents can be smarter.
I'm not doing multiple data entry and things aren't falling through the cracks. They're all in one place.
Now we can focus on the relationship with the clients.
I like to call it high tech and high touch.
We're creating the industry's first innovation partnership with all of the agents out there.
I feel like I'm on the cutting edge of my profession.
This is for the agents. This is for the people that are actually doing the work on a daily basis.
They invest in not just the technology, but also in the people in the company.
Command makes my life easy.
So when people say you can't build software, well, actually we can, and we actually are.
Awesome. You like that, Seth? That's pretty cool. So start using Command every day. You also have the KW mobile app. This is the app where you can share with your clients the ability to search for homes as well as go throughout the whole transaction process. It's really cool and it's only going to get better. So here's a video that shows you how that works.
Got it.
We need a pool. Let's start with a budget. But don't we want to live close to
my parents?
My parents. We'll pick this up later. Nice.
Now, how about that pool?
What an awesome app. Word on the street is that Connie's over there playing the flute on that song the whole time. Good job, Connie. Really talented, really talented. Are you coming in person? All right, come on in. All right, so I told you there are going to be special guest speakers. Most of them are virtual, but you never know what you're going to get at KW. So I'm going to introduce you the man at the front desk, the KW's most interesting man in the world, AKA Robert Guagliari. Come say hello to the people, sir.
Good morning, people. I forgot my laptop today, so I'm here in person to introduce myself. I am the Director of Operations and First Impressions, and perhaps your new best friend for a little while. Until you get acclimated, I am the person that you would come to see for anything and everything. If I don't know everything and anything, which I do not, I could lead you. So I am not only the go-to person, I'm the go-through person. And I look forward to getting to know you and help you get acclimated anyway and as quickly as possible. So with that said, that's basically.
You do 1,000 things. That's basically.
I do 1,000 things. Yes. I get you set up with keys. I get you set up with computer, with Repert, our IT people, our I'm drawing a blank at the moment because there's just so many things. But if you have any questions, feel free and feel comfortable to come to me, and I would be more than happy to help you with that. And with that, I'll hand it back over to Adonis. And I get to look forward to meeting each and every one of you, individually or as a whole. All righty, so go out and have a great day. Bye for now.
Awesome, awesome stuff. Gotta love that Robert, that guy. He's the man who does it all. Okay. Normally when we're in person, I make this the interactive part of the day where you would download the Kelly app. So you know how there's Cortana and Siri and Google. This is our AI, we call her Kelly. Kelly is not evolved to the same point as some of these other apps, right? When you ask Kelly a question, she's not going to speak to you back in a voice yet, but she will text you back anything. She can give you your goals. She can help you find any referral agent in the company. She can let you know how much profit share you've had. So the more agents use Kelly, the more evolved she's going to be. So here is a video showing you how Kelly works.
Kelly, what am I doing today? Kelly, add a local insight. Kelly, what am I doing tomorrow?
Awesome, awesome. What's this question? Connie says, Kelly will help her stay organized. Yes, Kelly will help you do that. That's great. Good job. So this is normally Steve's favorite part to talk about, the wealth building opportunity that we have here. So Keller Williams is built around the premise that associates should be treated like stakeholders in the company. So we've got our profit share and growth share programs where Keller Williams recognizes and rewards associates for helping the company to grow. Steve will tell you that you guys are not recruiters. You don't have to worry about selling the whole image to Keller Williams to people. Just keep your ears open. If they express interest or if they seem like they're unhappy at the organization they're with, that should be enough of a reason for you to let Steve or Carlos know that, hey, this person may be looking to get a better opportunity. So they'll take care of that for you. And the way profit share works is a little complicated, so we have a video to explain it. I think this is our last video.
When deals close, agents who haven't capped pay company dollar to the market center. The market center uses that money to pay its bills. What's left over is profit. Every real estate business is in business for profit, and usually the owners keep all of that profit. This practice makes sense. Owners invest in businesses with the hope of seeing a return. At Keller Williams Realty, we do things a little differently. We believe in growing the business together. So we split the profit between the owners who took the risk and the associates who have helped grow the market center. Roughly 52% goes to the owners who took the risk, and roughly 48% goes to the associates who helped grow the market center. So, how is it dispersed? We figure out what percentage of the market center's profit is a result of that associate, and we take that percentage of the profit share pool and disperse it through the branches of that associate's profit share tree on a monthly basis. The associate sponsor gets half, the associate sponsor's sponsor gets 10%, and so on until all of it is dispersed through 7 levels of sponsorship. At Keller Williams Realty, we believe the profit will grow exponentially when everybody has the opportunity to share in it. We believe in finding the win-win and in doing the right thing, because together, everyone will achieve more.
Awesome. Okay. So that's profit share. And we normally have a profit share party on the 21st of the month or the next business day after that on our morning crush it call. So join us for that. People are getting all kind of passive income. So I want you to get your share as well. Robbie's over there nodding his head like, I got to make this work. I like the way you think, sir. So we're not just a company that's here to make money. We're also a company here to help people. So finding and serving the higher purpose of business is right at the heart of our KW culture. We do believe in supporting the financial, the physical, and emotional well-being of our associates. One thing we do every year is called Red Day. It started in 2009 and it stands for Renew, Energize, and Donate. It's our annual company-wide day of community service. We close our doors, we get out into the community, and we do something nice. Whether that's painting the Boys and Girls Club, food drives, there's been animal shelter things, and different KW offices do different activities. We get news coverage a lot of times. The whole premise is to give where you live. So it's a really nice thing to do. So you can help us in our Red Day efforts next year, sometime mid-May, I would say. Another awesome thing is that through the incredible generosity of our associates, this company is able to support its own during national, regional, local, and personal crises. So when you're doing your commissions or you're doing your green sheet, which lets our financial office know how much to pay you on a transaction, there's an area where you can donate money to KW Kids Can, to the Bold Scholarship, or to KW Cares. So if it's a non-rental and you're making thousands of dollars on a transaction, you might want to donate $5, $10, $20, whatever it is. So there are funds available. God forbid something horrible happens. So that's pretty awesome that we do that. Finally, in conclusion, Keller Williams is built by agents for agents. We're a company that's changing lives, and the next one could be yours. So with that, you are oriented. So for those of you that I haven't sat down with and done the 10 steps to success with, I want to get together with you and we'll do a group session and get that done. So reach out to me. You guys all have my phone number and my email address and stuff like that, I imagine. Okay. So then I guess the only other question I have is, do you guys have any questions? You can unmute yourself and ask at this moment. Or I just did such a great job. You guys know everything. That's awesome, man. Damn. Go ahead, Maria.
As far as like market reports and analytics, are those accessible through Command, or do you guys do quarterly market reports in the form of like a booklet or like a digital template to not only review for ourselves, but it's also in some occasions share with customers, especially for me moving to a new market. I kind of wanted to brush up